Howdy! How's it going? We all excited for some Lancer art? If I could find my pen. Where did I put my stylus? There it is. Okay. I spent all this time getting ready and then almost forgot one of the most important things. So, in just 7 days, we are hosting, or I am organizing, Let Lancer Say Tier 2 Swears Day. And, hey Bleak, how's it going? And I have to draw some stuff for it, because I've been putting that off. So, the goal of the event is to draw Lancer as an age peer to the rest of the fun gang. And I figure, what's more teen than teen movies like The Breakfast Club? And hey, there's the Lancer fan club, so that's what I'm doing today. I already roughed out a sketch earlier, but it needs some detail. So how's everybody doing? Also, can you hear me over the music? Very good. Okay. I can never really tell if I'm legible. How's the turkey burger? Oh no. Strangely wet isn't necessarily what I'd want from a meal, but I hope it's good. Alright, I think I've got all my stuff ready. I can actually probably start drawing. Oh yeah, Bleak, what are you cooking? You don't have to answer right away if you're at a stressful point, but... I know in the original poster they're all looking very serious, but I don't think Lancer can quite pull off the serious look, so he gets to be a little happy. I'm not sure if this is going to be the only piece I do for Let Lancer Say Tier 2 Swears Day. I think I'm going to do more than one, because Um, it's important to let him actually say some swears at some point, but I wanted to do this first, so. Ooh. Indian curry, that sounds really good. Let's see, I'm going to reference the way the jacket folds in the original picture, because fabric is always really tough for me, and it's helpful to have a reference. I don't think Lancer is actually the jock of the group, but the poses worked out. Yeah, no, Pan. I was thinking about that. Like, is it funnier to have sort of fake swears or hidden swears rather than, you know, just having Lancer say fuck or whatever? I think you're right, though. I think it would be clever to try to obfuscate. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Having other characters reacting. See, now I'm having thoughts. I had a plan for what I was gonna do. For the Lancer saying a swear thing, which was gonna be more of a physical media type of fan work. I think Bleak could probably make some guesses based on things I've shared lately, but now I might have to make something else too. Man, I definitely don't have time to make a comic though. That's true, no, Pan. Lancer probably is the closest thing to a jock in the group. You'd think it would be Susie, but she's the bad boy. And yeah, he's got to have the jacket, right? So I can't not draw Lancer with his track jacket. I thought about trying to pick a fifth person to fill out the Breakfast Club lineup, but no matter who if I picked Noelle or Birdley, it felt like I was sort of leaving somebody out, so I figured these four can work it out themselves. Dawn, hey, glad you could make it. And you're right, the fifth should be the duck thrash machine. I was so wrong. It's obviously the most important member of the fun gang, or the Lancer fan club, sorry. Suck ass duck is always very important. So how was everybody's holidays? Anyone do anything fun? Oh yeah, what would the thrash machine be in a teen movie? Obviously, we can't forget Lancer's most important article of clothing, the Crocs. I know it's not canon, but it's canon in my heart. Oh man, Don, that sounds funny. I'm sure Albuquerque must have a live stream of some sort, but I never really watch it. My New Year's tradition is to do a movie marathon. And this year we did mob movies, which seemed like a fun idea at first. And then we realized that they're all like 3 hours long. So we watched 4, and it took us until 6 p.m. the next day. It took me like 24 hours. Oh, no, Ben, I didn't know you rode a motorcycle. That's cool. Oh man, Bleak, that sounds awesome, having a professional chef to cook around Christmas and New Year's. I'm a little jealous. Again, hello! I was just telling them about our New Year's marathon, and how it was very long. Sorry, right now I'm just staring at this 3D model of a person's head and trying to figure out how to turn it into Chris. I don't draw Chris often enough. Or people often enough, if I'm being totally honest. Let me pull up pictures that I've drawn of Chris so that I can reference what I think their face looks like. Oh wait, I clicked away from chat. Where'd y'all go? There you are. Hey, Patchwork, you're here. Glad you could make it. This is true again. Chris doesn't need a face. They can just be full of existential dread if need be. Alright, so the question for the chat that I'm wondering about is, should they be wearing their, like, Dark World outfits, Light World outfits? Should I base something off of the, like, Breakfast Club characters' looks? What do we think? And yeah, no Panda. Would love to turn Chris into a monster for this. It'd be so much easier for me. Like, I want their designs to be a little bit Looking Glasses inspired, but probably closer to canon. Ooh, wow, I don't like that. Okay. just because I want this to be slightly more accessible than most of my Looking Glasses art. Breakfast Club looks. Okay, so maybe I'll do something that's sort of Breakfast Club inspired, but a little bit more tailored to the characters. And in that case, the question still stands, should I edit them to be slightly closer to their Dark World looks or like their Light World looks? Like, obviously Susie is holding a piece of chalk right here. Ooh. Yeah, no pan. That's a fun idea, using Dark World colors and like 80s windbreakers. No, Susie can't be making the DreamWorks face. Again, the DreamWorks, the like sort of smirky, one eyebrow raised kind of look that they do for all the DreamWorks characters. How do I normally draw Susie's hair? Ordinarily, I give her, like, bangs. I've been drawing her with her slightly new haircut for a minute, and I have forgotten how to do anything else. Also, yeah, sorry that this is the first time that I've scheduled this when you can actually make it for most of it. Yeah, I could give Lancer the DreamWorks face. He would do it. It's tricky with his eyes the way they are. He always looks like, what would that be? It'd be like... God. Maybe it's the other eye. Not there. This is what you get when I have no reference. Oh, jeez. It needs to be more exaggerated. He kind of does that in one of the sprites, doesn't he? Yeah, it is a little Queen-esque, isn't it? You know, I don't actually think I've ever drawn Queen. How does her... She's like... What does she look like? Okay, yeah, she's got like... Yeah, we're... Apparently I need to draw Queen at some point. I do have plans to bring her into the comic, sort of nebulously. Like... There is a point when I'm going to need some Darkeners to do stuff, and I've scheduled her to be around, but... scheduled her like I'm her manager or something. Yeah, I'm hoping she can turn up. Okay, so if we're basing this off of the Dark World looks, Susie's, like, jacket should turn into the, like, denim vest, probably. She'll have like an undershirt and a grungy plaid. Again, no Brian for this one. Just because the fun game only has 4 official members. Sorry, Noelle and Birdley. No, I'm just kidding. But I couldn't quite... I didn't want to have 6, and 4 felt right, so... I would have... This isn't like the classic poster for the Breakfast Club. This is like an alternate or something. And I would have gone with that one, but it was more unbalanced with only 4 characters. Whereas this one I could kind of shift everyone over. Ooh. What if Susie, to match her Dark World look, is sleeveless, but she's got like a bandana or something to kind of match her like spiked bracelets. I should put like a little bite out of the piece of chalk. And she'll have some spiked bracelets because she can pull that off, regardless of 80s or Dark World. Somebody's probably already done the Breakfast Club with Deltarune characters before, but I thought it would be fun. Patch, I have drawn rules card once on that page of part 2 where Susie and Lancer are like hanging out with, or like trying to find stuff to do. Let's see. I can pull it up. Oh, it got tiny. I don't know why. Yep. Here's a very early rules card. It's been a minute, though. Honestly, my favorite character from that page to draw was Clover. I have a deep appreciation for them because their face is just cat heads. So I found a bunch of pictures of cute cats and used that as like reference, which was a lot of fun. I'm gonna give Susie tall boots. Because that feels right to me. Again, if we're referencing their Dark World outfits. Putting a box of chalk in her pocket to sort of help emphasize the cigarette joke. Are there any other Deltarune characters that I haven't drawn that y'all would like to see me draw at some point? The list has grown since chapters 3 and 4 came out. Again says Spampton. I don't know who that is. Never met them. Pretty sure they're not a Deltarune character. I think that Tumblr invented Spampton. Ah, water cooler. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I haven't drawn the I did kind of for that one sort of jokey meme, but I haven't done a serious Roaring Knight drawing. I should. Because they're really cool. I still need to go back and play, replay Chapter 3 and actually beat the Roaring Knight. I have not done that yet. I was like going to, and then I don't know. I've replayed those games so many times in such a short time period. That I just didn't have the energy to do it again. But now it seems like everybody's beating the Roaring Knight, so I should probably be among them. Yeah, right, Patrick. I'd take Jevels over the Roaring Knight for sure. So didn't they patch it to make it slightly easier at some point in here? Or am I misremembering that? Yeah, I thought I remembered that coming up, which, like, makes some sense. I tried a few times, but I don't know. The first couple of times I thought that you were just supposed to lose the fight and that they're like, winning wasn't possible. And then, Patrick, when you told me that you could beat it, I was like, oh shoot, I should go back. And I got the Shadow Mantle or whatever, but it still wasn't loading the fight back up immediately. So I was like, I'd have to reload the save every time, and that was being annoying, so I decided I would do a dedicated save to beat the knight at some point. And still haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, Patrick, that was the problem. Was that I was trying to do... Once I finally knew what I was doing, I was using a different machine. And so I didn't have any completed save files, so it didn't want to reboot. Ah. Yeah, I was having a lot of trouble with the sword hallway attacks, so maybe that's the issue I was running into. If anyone has any clever ideas about how to turn Chris's Dark World look into an 80s emo look, let me know. I'm gonna work on Railside for a bit.